We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing back, bro. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer.
Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
We are live. Guys, I'm J1 for the Cyber Nerds.
Raven GS.
Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
Back with another Moon Knight review. Episode 4, the 2. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't end up in a sarcophagus.
Jesus Christ.
Also, hit the thumbs up and press the notification bell so you get notified every time we drop a banger. Get me? What was you, man, thinking of episode 4?
Super calm. I really liked how we spend a lot of time on like just whole Egyptian stuff, like the eye, the meanings of it. Obviously, my man not having the Khonshu with him and being shot and going to the whole thing, like, it's mad, innit? But there's bits that I also found in this episode that was a bit mad. The whole thing with his girlfriend, she beat that monster, something that other men couldn't do. I don't know, like, it's mad. Like, I just don't know what they're trying to do with her, innit? Like, this whole thing with her at the beginning, the whole thing with her beating the monster, like, it was just mad, innit? But other than that, I like the whole, like, Egyptian mythology stuff.
Yeah, having an episode of Tomb Raider is a bit mad. To be honest. I didn't understand all that woman's strong bits. Like, she has no flaws for me, and it makes the character very, very boring. And, like, just that first half of just, like, focusing on her.
You drink some work, because Sam's
Super
kind of
dead.
mad right now.
Super dead. Like, for me, they don't make me like the character too tough, because the only thing she's got going for her is just, like, finding what happened to her dad, which we then come to find out eventually. But everything else, like I said, her just beating everything and doing everything and
Untouchable, fam.
yeah, it's just like, woo, yeah, it's like, test me.
Here,
I don't need no protect, like, just stop all that. Stop all that.
Unstoppable. She's unstoppable.
Which
fam.
is dumb, because then you go to Oscar Isaac yet again, just like, as soon as he just goes on screen, whether it be Mark or Steven, man just kills it. And that's the second half of this episode, which is super, super sick. Super, super sick. Like I said, I love when they dive into the Egyptian mythology. It's like when always the the contrast between Mark and Steven, and even when they meet up, like, oh, it's too good. But we don't get enough of that. It's almost like they know. So it's like, oh yeah, we just put the dead bits at the beginning, but you know we want you to watch the next episode, so we put the best bits at the end.
And this is where the confusion comes with this guy. I just don't understand it. Like, the majority part, like the first part of the episode we're watching, it's like, what are we doing here? Like, what is the game? What is the end goal to her whole character? Like, I don't understand. Plus, what? We say what? 6 episodes?
Yeah.
6 episodes, and we're wasting time. I want to say we're wasting time because man's literally not getting anything out of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, every minute that goes by, I'm thinking, let me just pay more attention just in case something is about to be revealed, and nothing just comes out of it. It's just, why?
Yeah, it's a bit mad. It's definitely a bit mad of an episode. I think, for me, this is also, though, the best episode that we've had, which is crazy, which is not crazy at all. Like you, just to reiterate what you guys said, I like the mythology stuff, the Eye of Horus, showing us how many imprisoned gods there are in the actual prison. Do you know what I'm saying? The Alexander the Great stuff, all of that, all of this navigating this whole tomb is fire. Do you get what I'm saying? And then, obviously, everything else after that, which I believe is happening in Mark or Steven's or whoever actually's body it is mine. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought that stuff was super sick, and I felt like they should have just went with the Shutter Island episode the whole way instead of splitting it in between Tomb Raider and Shutter Island. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I felt like when we was in that Shutter Island-esque place, even though it looked like too clean for me, I still think like we're getting more out of Steven and Mark. Like, we're understanding that character more and what they're going through. And even it's like a world between worlds where they can show us mythological stuff. Like they even show like the cliffhanger with who's the hippo, but then also showing us another sarcophagus with another personality in it that we are gonna believe, that I believe is obviously the third personality, who I'm now saying is 100% the person who killed Layla's dad.
The most violent one.
Yeah, first I thought it was Mark, but now that like they addressed that and they've pushed it to someone else, Mark's partner, when Layla knows that Mark's a lone wolf, and like they even say it in this episode, like, so all the signs are there that Mark's third character or the third inhabitant of the body is probably the person who killed Layla's dad, splitting the body into multiple.
Again, making Steven.
Making Steven, also making Mark, which would probably be the best part of the violent one.
Gotcha,
Do you know what I'm saying? And then splitting up the morphology stuff into Steven. Go on.
No, because I was going to say, yeah, because obviously when we see Mark in action, he's meant to be the mercenary, but he's not actually that good at being a mercenary. When he's on the roof, I'm like we was even questioning, like, is this guy doing all right? Like, you would have just killed him ASAP if he's been this guy we've been hearing about.
And that
took over.
We did have to question why he had the hesitation when it came to kill him, even though at the time Steven was saying, don't do it. Maybe Mark is susceptible to Steven's suggestioning, and vice versa, but the third party isn't, and that's why we've actually had no contact with man like that, because they haven't legitimately opened that coffin. They haven't unlocked that personality for them to engage with, but that personality can potentially take over when it needs to. When it thinks, yeah, this is it, bam.
That's why I think the blackouts are him.
Huh?
That's why I believe the blackouts are him.
Yeah.
What?
The blackouts.
Every time there's a blackout, like,
it's actually that guy.
Yeah.
We thought it was Mark before,
but
it wasn't.
So we're
it was
talking
that
about
guy.
the first episode.
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Anything's a blackout, it's
It's
definitely
him.
that dude. But when it's Mark and Steven, we see them go in between.
Tough.
Because
Spicy.
that would explain
Everything.
why I was ranting about like the guy that I'm reading is not doing this stuff, like,
Right.
do you know what I'm saying? Like the rooftop when we first go to Egypt, man's about to punch him or do something and then slaps him. And man's like, what? He would never do that.
Yeah.
But that, like what you're saying, does explain then that whole thing.
And they don't open it. Again, they just...
So then what? This man is showing up like what? Last episode, and then we just continue season 2.
I mean, really, he might show up next episode. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't understand who's actually gonna be the bad guy, and are they gonna get this guy on board with them? Like, so it's gonna be interesting to see if like Ethan Hawke, like, we're probably gonna get rid of him, but maybe that is the mystery, or I don't know. But this guy. That coffin needs to get opened, basically.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping the hippo is here telling him that, yo, you need to unlock yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to open up your mind, bruv, to all of this stuff, bruv. So, it's mad.
This is just so crazy, like, because it's so good when we go into stuff like that. But then again, you're just wasting, we're spending time on stuff that, like, the whole thing with her dad could have been wrapped up and then we could just moved on swiftly, bro. Like, there's so much goodness that man can really be dealing with and enjoying instead of other stuff. Like, I just don't understand the execution of this. Say that again?
That's the only way to develop her character, though.
Yeah,
like, that's the only
because of the way she's written and all of the stuff she can do. If they don't have the dad mystery, which I think is calm, I feel
the
like
dad mystery is cool.
Yeah, no, that's what we're saying. They can't solve that early. Because if they solve that early, there's nothing. She's done.
She's void.
She's finished.
Like, that's why it has to come here. But even then, like, it's still not resolved because he said he didn't do it.
Yeah, but I still feel like they could have, like, managed that, the execution of that a little bit better.
It's her. Like, it's funny because the writing on, like, Moon Knight, Mark and Steven itself is good.
And when it comes, it moves mad.
Like, her is good. Like, her action is good.
Weird lines out of nowhere that have no, like,
Yeah, so even when the villain was like, oh, you briefly took that guy out. Oh, you're being condescending to me. Is
Why? How is he?
Yeah, like...
He may have said that to anyone who beat a mummy. Like, you know, like, you actually just did something that was quite impressive and he commended you on it.
Which is men struggling, which you said is men struggling on. You took that out beautifully.
And
it's weird stuff, man.
There is that, yeah, and there's the bit where, like, right here, when she's like, oh, you won the bingo. Oh, we won the bingo. I won the bingo. Like, is that like something about her?
In his
Like,
mind,
in his
mind.
do you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'll make sure
we both get it
we'll
this
get
time.
this
But it's
time.
the opposite because she's not like that. She wants to be out because she keeps pushing her away. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes the writing is good, but it's almost like when they focus on certain characters, they just go, oh, crap, how would you get them from A to B? And they don't know. It seems like they don't know sometimes.
Smart.
Yes, definitely mad. But like I said, so far, best episode we've got, and I feel like it was only tapped in for 50% of it. So hopefully the last 2 episodes or the remaining episodes, we're tapping in deeper and deeper because man needs that, bruv. I feel like there's just so much untapped potential in the series that we've been watching. They've been touching on the stuff, but they're not committing all the way. And yeah, let us know what you think in the comment sections below. Also, head over to Discord where we're having a large discourse about Moon Knight and we need more people involved. And when I say more people, I mean you. Also, we're on the road to 200,000 subscribers. Subscribe to the damn channel, hit the thumbs up and the notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a banger. Other than that, I'm J1 Further the Cyber Nerds.
Revenue GS.
So I miss a bit.
We'll see you next time.
Peace.